Well, good afternoon, and welcome to the section of Civil Rights and Social Justice's CRSJ 101 membership event, where the staff and our leaders tell you about our section and about how to get involved. We're really excited today. My name is Paula Shapiro. I'm the director of the section. I'm here with Alli Kielsgard, who is the section's associate director. I'm also here with Ruchika Sharma, who is our program specialist, Melissa Hodek, who is our Human Rights Magazine's managing editor, and one of our beloved council members, Rula Alush. We are gonna go through the structure of the section, talk a little bit about how to get involved and some of the projects that we're working on, and then we'll wrap it up, keep it short and quick.
Thanks, Paula. Hi, everybody. It's such an honor to be with you all and to have the opportunity to talk a little bit about CRSJ and the work that we do. As Paula said, I am a council member with CRSJ and have been active for a few years with the section. I've really been excited about the work that we do in providing leadership within the ABA and the legal profession and protecting and advancing human rights, civil liberties, and social justice. You can see the executive committee listed here on the PowerPoint. Our chair this year is Juan Thomas. Robin Runge is our chair-elect, who will be in place next year. And Juan's been doing an excellent job as chair of our section, and we've got a great leadership team in place that will continue to be in leadership for the next few years for the section, guiding us in the work that we're doing and the projects that we put forward. We have 21 substantive committees. We have liaisons to other ABA entities, a number of section projects, and also operational and council committees that collectively do the work of our section. And the committee work is one of the most critical parts, I think, of the section and the work that we do. We've got 5 different divisions of committees. I'm not going to read to you all the committee names, but you can see them here. One of the things that I greatly appreciate about our committees is the overlap that we are able to work with each other. So typically a civil rights issue has it falls into a number of these committees areas, and we often work and collaborate together to put on programming, suggest policy to the ABA through proposed resolutions to the House of Delegates, or other forms of advocacy on the issues that are before us. And I think Alli's going to share a little bit more about our committees.
We'd love for new and prospective members to get involved with CRSJ through our committee work. If you're interested, you can, if you are a section member, you can navigate to your My ABA accounts and manage your memberships and add the committees there, or you can reach out to me directly, and I'm happy to get you connected with the groups and leaders that you belong with.
Thanks, Alli. I can share with you all as a council member and as an active member of the section, I've really been able to focus my time with CRSJ on the areas that are most important and kind of dear to my heart, working on the Bully Proof project, working on anti-bullying measures, and a number of other from these committees as well. So it's really a great way to put into practice and be very involved. I hear from a number of ABA members that they want to be able to be active participants in the role, and this is a great opportunity to do that. We also have a number of projects and initiatives that we work on primarily throughout the year, and a number of these projects carry over from year to year. So we have projects focusing on perfecting democracy. This year, we did an economic justice summit that was held at the Georgetown University Law Center, and it was really comprehensive discussion about economic justice issues. We've also got a Civil Rights Civics Institute, one section, one book, book discussion that allows us to talk about social justice and civil rights issues through book participation. A chair chat that our chair, Juan Thomas, has been doing this year, where he meets with leaders in a variety of areas and subject matters under civil rights and social justice, and talks through a bit through a impromptu kind of casual chat, but really learning about, or it gives people that are listening the opportunity to learn more about what's being done in the civil rights arena. Other initiatives that we work on include the Civil Rights Connection, HIV/AIDS Impact Project, Policy Implementation Initiative, Reproductive Rights Pro Bono Project, and the Death Penalty Due Process Review Project, which are all obviously important areas for our section to be heavily involved in and for our members to be engaged and working on. We do a number of programs. One of my favorite things about the section is how active we are in terms of programming, and our incredible staff. I don't know how they are able to put on so many programs, but there are so many issues that are so meaningful and carry such weight these days that oftentimes I've experienced that if there's a program we want to put on, we find a way to make it happen, because it's really important to share the information. So you see before you some of the flyers for just a handful of the programs that we've been putting on, but I think I encourage you to become very active with our section and also pay attention to the programming that we offer. I oftentimes find myself signing up for ones, and I can either listen at the time or sometimes there are recordings that are shared, but it's a good way to stay up to date on civil rights issues and also to hear from leaders across the country that are working in this area. And an important part of the work that our section does is our Human Rights magazine, which comes out quarterly. And I know whenever I get it in the mail, I'm always excited to see the beautiful artistic cover and also, of course, the substantive information that's included within it. So I'm going to turn it over to Melissa to share with you more about the Human Rights magazine. And Melissa, if you could just unmute, please.
Sorry about that. Thank you. I'm editor of Human Rights magazine. And the magazine is approaching its 50th volume year. So it's been around for about 50 years, about as long as the section. I work with an editorial board chair, Judge Jason Sennheiser, and 9 editorial board members to create the magazine. Some of our recent issue themes have included voting, policing, immigration, science, and our most recent issue is economic issues and criminal justice. And the magazine is a really great way to get involved in the section, whether that's participating on the editorial board, writing, or joining a committee and collaborating on an entire issue. There's a lot of opportunities there. So please get in touch with me if you have ideas for upcoming issue themes or articles, or if you'd like to just join an editorial board call to see if you might want to become a member. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Melissa. A lot of great opportunities with the Human Rights magazine. We also have opportunities to do civil rights advocacy work. So we, in addition to the programming that we work on, also engage in amicus brief work with Supreme Court cases that these days it's not few and far between, but it's many, unfortunately, that we're dealing with. And so I'm really happy to see the section able to participate actively on amicus briefs on those important issues. And other policy and legislative advocacy opportunities that we offer through the section. The ABA has a robust amount of policy on civil rights and social justice issues. And in recent years, we've, as a section, been proposing more and more policy to the ABA to address the onslaught of issues that we're facing as a civil rights community. And so that also offers opportunities for advocacy within the ABA on those resolutions, and then outside of the ABA in terms of advocating for the policy changes that are in effect once the House approves them. And really, for people that are involved and interested in getting more involved, there's so many leadership opportunities that come within this section. And I say that from experience of, I remember in my post-young lawyer days trying to find a home in the ABA and where I could be active and working on issues that were meaningful for me, and heard some of them. There's certainly more that we could cover, but as a leader within the section, you could work on webinars, either putting them together, even speaking on them, whether as a panelist or a moderator. There's a lot of committee work that allows the opportunity to do some of that programming. And of course, as we've talked about, the opportunity to work with the Human Rights magazine or in proposing policies to the ABA House of Delegates on civil rights and social justice issues. So we'll skip the next screen. That's a testimonial. No need to emphasize this one, but except that it's important, I think, to note that Juan Thomas, as our chair's focus is on our democracy is on the line at this time, and we need anyone who's committed to protecting our democracy and the rule of law to join us now more than ever. So it's really a call to action to people either with us today or those who come across this in the future to get more heavily involved in this section so that we can all work to protect our country's democracy. And so we're on all the social media channels. I know I follow a bunch of these, and it's always a good way to see the content of the section and learn more about what's going on. I think my preferred one is LinkedIn, but we're on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. And YouTube's a great place to see the chair chats that have been taking place. So email us at CRSJ@AmericanBar.org if you have any additional questions. Paula, anything else that you'd like to add?
No, that was great. Thank you so much, Rula. If there are any other questions, you can feel free to email us there. You can always reach out to me at paula.shapiro@americanbar.org if you have a question about which committee might be right for you, getting involved in anything, and I can always assist you with finding the right person to be connected with. So we look forward to working with you. I think we do so much of everything that there's always a place for someone to join us and really make an impact on the work that we do. And I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day. Thank you to my staff and my team for being here. And thank you, Rula, for hosting us today.
Thanks, Paula. Thanks, everyone.